we'll just get started with what we have to work with. You will be the clay by which we will mold things today. Everybody ready? Everybody got their drink?
Yes.
I wanna be clay.
You don't want to be clay? Too bad. Herod. So, you fantastic boys and girls. Or all boys, I guess, since Brian isn't here today. Last week, you fine gentlemen teleported back to Homeil, did a quick check up there to see how things were going, had a quick chit-chat with all your homies in town, before teleporting back to Razgor's encampment, where you left Brian, Razgor, and also Deuce Bigelow, the Dark Juggalo, behind, and set out on your course for Branovici, if I recall correctly. So, is there anything you finding Mentalgens want to do or work on while you travel towards Branovici over the course of the next few weeks?
So wasn't there another one of those Steam cards here that we made? Because only one of them blew up, right?
You left one at the camp? Yes, that was Shrimps.
Yes, that was mine.
That is correct.
I would like to go and collect it, and so we can use it again.
Mm-hmm. Anything else from the rest of you? No. Alrighty then. So, as you guys set off through the withered brown badlands that once were the extensive grasslands to the south of Branovici, it is dark, it is rainy, it is windy, and everything is perpetually covered with a brownish-grey powder from the dead grass that has died in swaths for kilometers either direction from the winter camp that you have embarked from. Your journey is uneventful for the most part. However, Cleef, on the horizon, your sharp eyes, your almost preternaturally sharp gaze, spot something a little bit unusual as you come ever closer to Branovici. A dark, greenish stain on the landscape around the city, or where the city should be located. And as you slowly approach closer and closer, since the terrain is mostly flat in that area, it's not hilly, it's Belarus, they aren't mountains. And as you slowly approach the location of Branovici, you spot enormous trees growing up from the earth all around the city itself. In fact, you can hardly see any of the structures that once stood tall and proud and in much better repair than those of Homeil's in this city. It is simply trees, far as the eye can see, with the occasional tumbled down, overgrown wooden or stone wall peeking out from beneath their heavy bough.
Those trees weren't there before, were they?
No. It was a normal human city when last you were there. So, is there anything you gentlemen would like to do?
Investigate the giant trees.
Is there any precautions you would like to? Or will you just be rolling into town?
At this point, we would probably have had a long rest, basically, right?
Yeah, you've been traveling for several weeks toward Vranovici. You have had many long rests.
Well, precaution, I would like to cast that Mage Armor on myself. What's the other... other precautions... Nah, I'm good. I think I'm good.
Alright. So... Yes, was that Mackenzie?
No, I'm just thinking... No, I'm good for now. I'm just going to do my very best to be ultra observant and perceptive and
you can move at half
things.
speed? Sure, you can move at half speed and move carefully.
Just in case.
Typically.
Alright. So, you gentlemen make your way down what's once clearly the main road leading into Brinovic. And the first thing that catches your eye as you start moving in deeper beneath enormous trees is that it's dark and quite still. The wind blowing above you, above the treetop, but still and inert inside of the city itself. On the road, you see large orange shapes form, vaguely humanoid, crystal, covered in a thin coating of powder or dust, and inside shapes, unmoving, still.
Can I go over and have a look at one of these crystals?
Sure. You move down the main road carefully, and you see before you at least 24 of these strange yellow-orange crystals. You wipe away the dirt, and inside you see the form of a citizen, Ranovici. Mouth open, eyes wide in terror, trapped like an insect inside of amber. Looks like they were running away, fleeing from the city when they were suddenly encased.
Guys, this definitely wasn't here last time I was here.
Yeah, I kind of caught that. The crystal people.
Hold on. Were they here before?
No.
Yeah,
Definitely not.
definitely new.
That would be very strange if you just had screaming crystal shapes in your hometown on the main road.
Divinity was a weird place.
That's true. But also not that.
Does it look like the people inside these crystals, are they still like alive? Maybe just in
Make a medical check.
suspended animation?
Do the
Yeah.
medicines. We can have a look.
Can I do the medicines? Oh, yes, I can. Not very well, but I can. $16.
16.
I do the
You
medicine. I hope.
carefully observe the person trapped inside. A woman, judging by the face. It's hard with the crystal distorting light and make kind of a murky proposition, but you carefully watch. And after a good 2-3 minutes of watching, you think you spot the chest inhaling and exhaling, ever so slowly. The thread of life being there, but very faint.
Okay.
So yes, they're still alive.
She still lives.
Does anyone know how to open a crystal egg?
Hang on, let me consult my memory. Do I know of any of this?
Oh, I should see
You
what
try and make an Arcana check.
Shall make an Arcana check. What is my Arcana? 19.
19. That's good. You do not know how to do it, but you do know that there are spells that are capable of petrifying or unpetrifying people, turning them to stone or stone-like substances.
I mean, I don't know how to undo this. I mean, it's not...
You could research your way.
Well, yes, if I had time. I don't know of any easy way of undoing this. I mean, there are spells for it, but I don't know any of them. It'd take me a while to figure it out. A while I assume that we probably don't have.
Maybe we could just, I don't know, cut it open?
I think that usually doesn't work with this stuff. And if you were to cut it open, I'd recommend simply chipping it off until you reach the skin. Rather than, I'll cut the limbs off, that's fun.
That doesn't sound fun. Shrimp,
Exactly my point.
Very different to mine.
No, I was being sarcastic?
Cleve stares blankly.
I think it's sarcasm. Not sure.
I guess we should just move on. If I knock
I mean-
on the crystal, does it look like she reacts?
You tap on the crystal with your knuckles, and you guys hear a almost gong-like sound that resonates from it. And after a few minutes, you see the eyes slowly rotate and look up at you.
It almost seems like it isn't really proper petrification. It's like time works slowly for these people.
Indeed. Perhaps we should move on and further into town.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to find answers just tapping at people.
You move on further down the street into the city proper. Because that is what Divinity was, once a thriving, bustling city, one of the larger ones in Ballarat. A good 50,000 people called it home. Now it is still, except for the sound of the rain and the wind. No rain falls past the tops of the trees. You remain dry, even when standing on the road itself. The rain simply ceases to exist a few meters above you. Same with the wind. You see the tops of the trees around you rustle. The branches sway and move around oddly. But no wind comes to you. Simply a clammy, cool, stagnant air.
Well, whatever the cause this, I doubt it's natural, so we should probably be on our toes.
As you
I
move
don't know
deeper-
what would cause it.
Mayhaps a crystal?
Probably like what? Like a scented
Possession
crystal?
of a crystal?
Oh, yes. Probably, maybe?
As you move deeper into the town, following the winding tracks that once were bustling avenues that are now overgrown, covered in a thick carpet of leaves that muffles your foot, you start seeing corpses, orcs, gray-skinned, hewn down, most of them slaughtered seemingly while they fled.
Orcs? Here.
And the interesting part is the blood splatters and bodies are arranged in such a fashion as to be, if not for the materials used, incredibly pleasing to the eye. A riot of colors, textures, shapes that constantly draw the eye back whenever you try and glance away.
Oh look,
Beautiful,
Slaneish's
but
holiday
macabre.
house.
We got some kind of artist.
Macabre, beautiful, unnerving.
I don't think the town guard would have been strong enough to do all this and stop the orcs.
The bodies that have been arranged, is it just orcs or is it townsfolk as well?
You haven't seen a single killed townsfolk thus far.
Okay.
Only orcs.
Have we seen any more crystals?
All around you. Thick. In fact, as you move deeper into the town, you are to leave the orc bodies behind. There's a thoroughfare that is choked with crystal statues, as if a great mass of humanity was caught in honey, held in stasis. All of them trapped in crystal. Bunched so closely together that you have to carefully move past them and through them and squeeze in places to get past them.
Careful, guys. It could be giant magic bees.
Shit. Maybe we should go back and check the orc bodies, see how they were killed.
Sure.
Okay.
You make your way over to the nearest orc corpse. Make a medicine check.
Ah, yes, medicine. Maybe I should also use that for once.
My medicine tells me that they might be dead.
Perhaps. It's very
I rolled
possible.
a 4.
I rolled a 7 plus 4 equals 11.
Another Goliath is the most medically inclined amongst you.
The sad part is I've only got like a +1 on medicine.
I rolled a 7.
Nice. Cleef, you are fairly sure that they are in fact dead. That is very true.
Phew.
However, amongst the two of you, you managed to put your heads together. The wounds, as far as you can tell, made by thin, extremely thin blade. Almost rapier-like, one might say. You turn over a few of the bodies and find snapped shafts from arrows made from a strange greyish wood. When you pull them out, the arrowheads themselves made from a silvery metal that glints unusually in the half-light beneath the trees. Definitely not human in.
Yeah, I grab a couple of the arrowheads and just stick them into a pouch for inspection at a later stage.
Sure.
Try and work out what metal this is.
No trouble. So far, no sign of life. No movement. No animals. No people. Nothing. However, I would like you all to make a perception check.
Yeah, I pretty much perceive my feet in front of me.
6.
19. I rolled a
Um,
2, but I ignored that.
7.
Nice. Good thing you guys have Cleef about.
Yes.
From beneath the trees that were once a majestic municipal structure, you hear a sound. Drag thump. Drag thump. Just quiet. Drag thump.
I tell everyone just
Drag
to
thump.
find somewhere to hide and keep an eye on that direction.
You
Stealth.
hear a screech come from that direction. A piece of metal stretched far beyond its intended purpose, and then silent. And then once more. Drag thump. Drag thump. Slowly, ever so slowly, coming closer. Let me toss a map on the board.
Everyone hide!
I'm hiding.
Let me show you the beautiful greenery that was once the city.
What do we roll for hiding?
Dex plus stealth.
Coward check.
Ah, yeah, okay. Oh god,
Look,
this
listed
this
on
isn't
your,
going to go well for me.
on
So-
your character sheet. It's cowardice.
Ah,
Place your mental gems
Amazing.
where you would be in this area.
Where would
yeah,
the
I'm just gonna
bodies
use
be?
Brienne's token for now.
Which way we
Fine.
come?
You can come in from any direction you prefer. Makes no difference to
Can we
me.
be up here?
Yeah, you can climb up the short embankment. It's about 10 feet high.
I do that.
Pretty easy to climb, even without having to really climb ticket. You only have to climb ticket if you don't do it mid-combat. But yeah, if you're outside, it's pretty easy.
I don't know
you
where
guys
I'm
are
at.
Well,
all-
I figure if I yeah, okay.
So you guys are all gonna go hide up behind the trees.
Yeah. So that way we can look down and see what's happening.
You hear a drag thump. What was those stealth checks, boys?
2.
Nice.
15. My god.
What kind of armor are you wearing?
Me, I am wearing...
It's very relevant for certain things that are about to occur.
Now you see, I don't like that. I'm wearing a breastplate.
I rolled 32.
Jesus!
Fuck!
That is,
Cleave disappears into time and
Yeah,
space.
Cleef just becomes a flower. Where once there was Cleef, there's just a gently swaying flower now. That used to be.
Cleef has indeed studied the Book of Blue Magic and has mastered the spell Bardic Hiding.
Okay. That is pretty good. You guys hear now the other two of you also start to hear drag thump. Drag thump. Coming ever closer. And at the turn in front of you, you see the source of the sound start coming into view. a large metallic construct, pitted and rusted, covered in sawn-off, broken blades, swords, spears, as if it has fought 1,000 battles and survived 1,000 battles. Opponents' blades still sticking out of it where they attempted to slay it. And impaled on this creature's back, you see numerous orc bodies that have been hoisted over the shoulder and impaled on these blades, spikes, and spears, and other weapons that are protruding from it. And in the eyes themselves, a baleful blue glow slowly makes its way over to the orc corpses. Drag thump. Drag thump. Drag thump. Stops. And with a metallic screech of pitted and rusted joints, it picks up one of the orc corpses, easily hoists it onto its back, impaling it alongside the others already present. At that exact moment, a bird caw near you, Lenny, and you are suddenly the object of attention of the metallic creature as it stares directly at you. Before it slowly turns, starts wandering away. Drag thump. Drag thump. Drag thump. Peering around the corner and into the trees. Whatever senses it uses do not seem to have noticed. You hear
Okay.
its footsteps slowly disappear deeper into the... So, what'd you guys do?
That was unnerving. Why did it not pay any attention to us?
It looked fairly interested in the bodies.
Maybe we should follow it.
Why, though?
Well, maybe it will lead us somewhere where we can find out what's happened here. Unless anybody has a better idea.
I mean, I guess we can. We could also just look around and hope we don't stumble on it again. I guess we can trail it if you wish.
The two of you seem to know more of this magic than I do. I will follow your lead.
Well-
What does Edgy McEdgerton say?
Which one?
The dark, brooding darkness. Dark.
He's not here.
Oh, has he died?
He has died. He didn't teleport with you guys.
Oh, shit.
Teleport mishap. He'll be here in undetermined
3.
amount of time.
Roll a d4. Oh no! Just the 3 of you.
Well, we can make it if we try. Just the 3 of us. Okay, well, maybe we should follow it for a little bit, just see where it goes. It might... Which way to the town centre, anyway, to the city centre, anyway?
Make a survival check for me. It's hard to figure out because there's no real landmark.
Well,
anymore.
from our slightly elevated position, wouldn't we have like a...
You're 10 feet off the ground.
24.
Yeah, and I can put Cleef on my shoulders.
I rolled a 24.
Oh, okay.
You think that this track is going to take you deeper into Branovic's previous glory.
And onward!
Actually, now that you've made a survival check that high, the little embankment that you're standing on, when you look down, you can faintly see through the dirt and grime that this may have actually been the roof of a building that you're currently standing on. It's as if nature
roll
has
to see if I
reclaimed
know
it.
which building this is?
Or which street it is. Sure. Make a survival check. They're gonna have to roll pretty damn high.
22.
You're pretty sure this was once one of your haunts, where you used to slip out of the old age home and come and chat up some barmaids and have a couple of drinks before they would inevitably track you down and try and drag you back.
Oh, I'm very quickly getting a pub name generator. Oh no, not the Middle Cinnamon Tavern. Shit.
So, do you
Okay.
guys wish to follow the strange form? Or do you wish to head deeper into the town itself?
Maybe head deeper in?
Cleve?
Yes. Deeper in.
This is your ride predominantly? Okay.
Yeah, I kind of don't want to fuck with a giant thing that collects corpses.
But why though? It's friendly, I promise.
Never mind whoever made it collect corpses for their sinister purposes.
Why would you say such? So, you once more head deeper to the once proud city of Ranovici. Ever darker and gloomier. The air grows tense, and you become aware of attention. Keen focus on you from all around. But as you glance about yourself, you don't see anybody. Simply the trees, boles ancient and thick, covered in lichen. No people, no animal. Nothing that would garner this feeling of being watched from everything. As you move yourself deeper into the city proper, you eventually come to the once bustling town square. Now empty of life, but full of the self-same orange-yellow, crystal-encased townspeople. Leaves, having fallen, turn to mold and cover the earth in a soft, moist blanket. Leaning in one corner of the square, you see what you can only describe as a shack, hut. Tree branches, leaves, and the occasional piece of stone that have been lashed together, vine, and other local material to build a very small, primitive dwelling. From within, you see orange light flicker, fire. A small wooden door closed.
I'm gonna go over and knock on the door.
Just straight knock. Okay. You know?
If it already feels like we're being watched, then
Go,
no point in being stealthy.
go over to the door and knock. From inside, dead silent. But as you watch, the firelight disappears. Nobody answers.
Rude.
Strange. Perhaps you should attempt to introduce yourself. You said this was your hometown, did you not?
I doubt anybody who would be from his old town is currently, up and about.
I mostly have
fair
hung around
point.
with other old people, and the thing about old people is they die, so they're probably all gone.
Make a note. Cleef's old person. They die.
Hitting you with that biology, thanks.
Biology!
Well, maybe we should just pop the door open. Nobody's home.
Cleef, you hear a rustling sound.
Okay, there's
Yeah, that's
definitely
not-
somebody home.
So, going through the front door, we're gonna find another door, or,
Is there a window?
just a little lean-to that has been constructed out of whatever.
I mean-
is at hand.
I could make my own door, if you don't trust that door.
It does look somewhat shoddy, but I'm sure it will function perfectly fine as a door. Person inside, I'm coming in to say hi. Don't kill me or anything. I'm just an old defenseless man.
Wow, you said that so convincingly. Sure.
Walking around in my speed suit.
Very speed suit. You force open the door, and the interior is smoky. Doesn't look like whoever constructed it built a chimney. And for a moment you're blinded as your eyes water a bit from the smoke-stained interior. But as they clear, in the dim light inside, you see a corner where there is a pile of dirty rags, bits and pieces of chewed on half-rotten bone and food scattered around. A short, not even a shelf, just a piece of wood that is fairly flat, put on some rocks where you can see a cracked container of earthenware. And as you glance around, you notice that the pile of rags moves slightly, and you hear a whimper come from beneath.
Guys, there's a thing in there.
Well, that's new.
Shouldn't get ready to blast it.
Sure, okay.
Tall person. You're big and brave. Go and look at it.
Oh, can I fit in through the door?
If you go, you can go in like vertically, like turn yourself like sideways and
Okay.
go in.
No.
Squeeze in, crouch.
Squeeze in and crouch and cautiously look about and see if I can identify what's in the pile of rags.
Sure, you gonna pull the rags off, or what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I'm going to very carefully.
Sword in one hand, grabbing it in the other hand, kind of deal.
Yeah.
All right. Pull the rags off. A very dirty, smelly, sweaty, terrified old man who gives a blood-curdling shout. He sees you above him, pisses himself, and tries to scrounge even further away from you. Hands above his head, eyes down, eyes tightly closed.
I step back and look at Cleef as, do you know this person?
Cleef.
Are you just
For
assuming that
you.
because he's old, I know him?
This is your town, is it not? I would
pretty
assume
ageist.
that...
It's a
Cleef.
big city. Yes.
Before you is a famous figure you're familiar with. The Burgermeister of the once bustling town. City. Disheveled, ancient looking, but still discernibly him.
Do I know his name?
Make a history check to see if you remember. You're gonna laugh. This came from a generator. His name is Sergey.
Oh, it's Burgermeister Sergey. Hello, Sergey. I didn't vote for you. Your policies were a bit right-wing for me. I'm gonna assume the state of the town is because of your policies.
As you say his name, a little bit of rationality turns to his eyes, and some of the shaking subsides, and he looks up. Are you real?
Quite real.
I hope so. But
You haven't
I
come
have
to
been
torment me anymore.
No, we're not here to torment you. What would be the thing that torments you, though?
It's in visions, dreams. And you start shaking again. It's been so long since I've slept. You can see that his eyes are red-rimmed, dark, and kind of weepy.
Who sends you these visions?
Mustn't ask.
Oh, I'm asking anyway.
We are indeed asking.
The Lord and he starts whispering. They're always watching. Lord and
Hold on, I have an idea. Can I fit both of mine and his heads in the bag of holding? Briefly.
That's a bad idea.
that's probably not gonna work well, no.
Damn.
If you're looking for someplace private, I can help. I can. Let me just see how long it lasts quick. I can create a safe place for you, but only for an hour. Would that maybe work?
Nowhere is safe.
So what exactly happened here?
Make a persuasion check, though. See if you can talk him around to tell him.
40.
That's pretty poor compared to your other rolls.
Well, because I don't have mega high modifiers on this one.
Wow. Even. Yeah, you rolled pretty.
If he's a white dragon, then I have advantage on it.
True. And the last no.
Damn.
When the orcs came, they're killing us. Night after night. Raid after raid. They killed the guard and started taking our people. Until the Lord and the Lady came. They said they just wanted a stone. And in return they would keep the people safe.
Well, the people do appear to be encased in crystals, so I guess safe is subjective.
That's what. Lock them up. But then they turned the children.
Turned the children into
Hounds, wolves. They said that if they weren't people, then they didn't have to protect them. 'Cause I'm with them.
And where is this Lord and Lady now?
Ever. This is their house, man. This is their Demesna, this is their kingdom. This is their garden. They said they'd make the city beautiful. You see him shudder.
Well, they've kind of made it look a bit run down.
Trees came overnight.
So why weren't you put in a crystal?
Because I asked them to save my people. They said since I didn't ask to save myself, to stay behind.
And why didn't you leave?
Can't. Every time I try and leave the limits of the city, I end back here,
How long have you been here?
Decades.
Oh, that doesn't sound right. Is this more weird time warping stuff like that castle?
Quite possible. Also,
Maybe
he might
later.
be-
Who knows?
Oh, god damn it. Not more vampires.
Make an intelligence check for me, Shrimp.
Yeah, intelligence. 20. Non-natural.
That's fine. Yeah. What race was that vampire?
Elf?
I don't know if anybody still has their notes from when you guys were visiting the Dwarven records.
Oh god.
I've got it on
I
the
gave you,
end
I
sheet.
gave you quite a lot of information actually about this particular thing back then. If you want to go revisit your notes briefly, or you can go in blind. I'm fine either way.
Quick,
Give me a
look at
sec,
the
give me a
notes.
sec, give me a sec.
I don't think I
Person
took
who
notes
wasn't
about
here,
those.
look into your notebook that you borrowed from Brienne.
I'm looking.
Bet you guys didn't think something that long ago would actually come into play. Bet you thought it was just bullshit.
Okay, the information we got given on anything regarding the elves was the references that Razgor found to an ancient war that the orcs had fought against them and lost very, very badly. The gates of blood were are supposed to be the primary point of entrance. The elves live in the Fey realms. They exist on both the material plane and a different plane of existence at the same time. Elves that are resident there source certain locations of places of power can function as entrances and exits from the Feywild into our world, and a lot of these places are the sources of a lot of the ancient legends regarding elves. Around elves themselves, we didn't get much information.
You got some information about various courts of elves.
Oh god, no.
No.
Oh god,
Yeah.
No, I made
I went
notes
back to
ahead.
re-listen to that specific episode before I was doing the session.
Shit.
You managed to not recall anything important. Damn, that's a problem.
Can I remember anything about elves?
Wait. Somebody
Make an
YouTube,
intelligence
quick!
check. Make an intelligence check to see if you remember anything.
Iron ain't gonna remember shit, because he wasn't there.
9.
Yep. Shrimp? Do you
Okay.
try and recall? Or do you
See,
wish to
can Shrimp recall anything about the elves he was not interested in? Pure intelligence?
Your intelligence?
23.
Jesus. Thank God for Shrimp's nearly photographic memory. Shrimp, you recall from the Dwarven archive that elves love to bargain. They always keep to the exact wording or their interpretation thereof of a given contract between them and whoever wished. Were you to wish for the ability to be the best musician in the world, you would indeed be the best musician in the world. They would probably tack on a little monkey's paw like you would play music until you drop dead. Stories like people coming upon a bunch of elves in a clearing having a party, joining them for a night of merriment, and then waking up thousands of years later after all their loved ones had died. For them, a single evening had passed. Stories like elves being terrifying or terrific because they inspire terror. The fact that they have a split down the middle, so to speak, The Sele and the Unsele, the Winter and the Summer Court, Queen Titania and Queen Mab, the two monarchs of the Winter and Summer Court, respectively, to which all Fae owe allegiance. All allies. This poor bastard most likely made a pact with an elf to save his town.
And they did. And now it's just crystals and shit.
So it looks.
Well, he did mention that they said they were looking for a stone. Perhaps this is one of the magical stones that we now seek?
A logical extension of that, yes.
Does he know where about the stone, other than that they were looking for it?
They have it. He gave it to them, part of the bargain to protect his people.
God damn it. Well, fellas, it looks like we're gonna have to go and kick some elf ass.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, they seem pretty, they might be pretty powerful based on what those dwarf records said. But then again, if we want this crystal, we'll have to beat their asses.
It grows ever darker outside. As night approaches. As the sun wanes, persistent, ever-present rain finally starts to let up.
Shrimp, have you got any, like, magic doodads that'll let us know, like, if this is a time warp situation and how long we've actually been in here for?
Unfortunately, no, I don't have any chrono systems of that caliber.
Damn.
As night starts to fall, you can start hearing birds, animals.
Do we actually even feel tired? Like, is
No.
it... Oh, okay.
Do not feel tired at all. In fact, upon closer inspection of your body, for lack of a better word, you don't feel anything at all.
What do you mean? Like, I don't feel my body at all?
None of the usual fluids pumping through your hydraulics. Sharp clack as a metallic joint. Just stillness.
Hey, do you guys feel like you're still alive?
I haven't for quite some time.
Well, yeah, sure, but the other guy. Still feel like your blood's pumping and all that?
Do I still feel like my blood is pumping normally, etc.?
No.
Apparently
Make a
not.
perception check for me.
Do everyone?
Nice, them.
Haha! 23.
Your eye doth spy the very faintest of yellow-orange sheen, almost like a film of sweat, starting to coat your body. Much like the crystals you see now.
Oh dear.
Oh, that's awkward.
Do I see the same thing happening to anybody, to the others, or not?
Now that you closely observe, yes, you do.
I point this out to them.
That's
They
interesting,
also
since
use
we're not
something
his
called
people.
orange.
We should probably get a move on then.
Yeah, we should probably not spend too much time here. So, question. How do we find out where these people are?
Who are you asking, me or?
No, I'm just asking my teammates.
No idea.
Hey, old man, have you actually seen this lord and lady at all after, you made the bargain and you got stuck in this hell?
Once or twice. From a distance. I tried to.
Okay, so...
There's always deeper. Always
Always what?
returning
Ah.
from the rivalries.
Did they have more names than just Lord and Lady?
They didn't see fit to.
Okay, Cleve's gonna walk outside,
Alright, I'll follow.
and then he's just gonna shout real loud. Yo, Lord and Lady Elf, you done fucked up this town and made it look like a shitty swamp. Well done.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
God.
Would they deign to even bother listening to you? Some shitty old
Also, I bet
man.
your parties are weak.
You hear a groaning, cracking sound come from the tree line. Like lumber explosive moving.
Oh, so we're just going to challenge them straight up. Well, that's smart.
Well, we can talk, sure.
I think that's pretty close to a challenge, but sure, we can talk to them.
You guys are in the corner here. Talking to shitty old man. You hear the sound of lumber snapping. The rustle of trees. Branches getting broken. And slowly but surely, from within the depths of the tree, you see a tree emerge. An enormous, thick boled, wooden, literally walking tree
This doesn't look like an elf.
comes slowly,
Oh my.
comes striding out toward.
Why come and talk to us when they can just send a minion to tell us to shut up?
I would like you all to roll initiative. What's your passive perception, Cleve?
My passive perception? 19.
Jesus.
Mine is 10. But my passive investigation is 19.
Jesus. Damn, that's a pity. Okay, so Cleve,
Hey, I've actually got a passive perception. Wow. Cool.
you're the only one who notices, through the underbrush and leaves, some suspiciously snake-like vines approaching you that would have ambushed you guys, not for your keen sense. So,
Bad
everybody
plants
roll
coming
your-
that way as well. They look kind of spiky.
Anybody can tell me there what's their initiative?
9.
7.
13.
Wow, it's only one of you, huh? We put fire weight up here. So he's what, 17?
Can I turn to Sergey? Now's the time you rise up and help retake this city.
You see him like run into the forest away from you.
God damn it.
Shrimp was a 7, eh? So you're
Yes.
Let me just quickly see. Oh yeah, I don't have to use this encounter anymore because I avoided that one. Load up my stats for this boy. I want to see if he actually has a dex score worth talking about. Does he have a dexterity score? No. That's funny. Let's see what. Oh wow, even so. That's. He's gonna be there. And he's on here. So, in the trees, you're going to see it slowly lumber its way over to where you find Jen. 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. How many movement speeds is this thing? Only
It's a
30
tree.
feet. Only 30 feet. That makes me very sad.
It's a tree. It should be 0.
Then it's going to animate these two trees nearest to you two boys. They have identical stats. They're just going to walk over and they're going to attempt to slap your shit.
Oh no.
It's okay, Lily. All good. What is the guys? Oh, that's pretty high. What's the AC on Cleef and on Shrimp? They're gonna do one attack against each of you.
18.
14.
Yeah. Oh my god, Liddy, miss against you. You roll the. Oh no, actually that. No wait. Oh no.
He
I was
missed.
like, oh, that's pretty low. But then I realized he has a very high to hit bonus. Okay, so one hit on Liddy. And Cleef, that'll be a critical hit on you. So just quickly roll those. 60.
Wait, no, I'm going to use my luck dice to make him re-roll it.
Okay. So let's reroll the crit. 18. So exactly, yeah. No. So, good news is, Keith, you take 14 damage as the tree brings a branch down to slam down on top of you. And Shrimp. Oh, well, that's a shit roll. You take 9 points of damage as the second tree just brings a tree limb slowly down to slam it down into you.
Oof.
And that is the tree's turn. Next up, we got Thyron.
Great.
What?
Well, the immediate threat is here in front, so I'm going to move up there and start wailing at the tree with hammer.
Okay. So, you start attacking the tree with your hammer.
Yep.
Do your thing. That's not.
25 to hit,
That's it.
27 to hit, and 13 to hit.
Hit, miss. 2 hits. Roll the damages, sir.
Checking your damage for this bad boy. That's 20 points of damage all told.
Alrighty. You slam your weapon repeatedly into the tree closest to you. And... Wow, is that bypassed? Oh, no, it's not bypassed. Huh. Okay, you just slam it into the tree and you make some dents in its bark and it looks very tree-like. Hard to read his expression. It's got a good, you almost say a wooden face. It's pretty tricky.
Cool.
Okay, after Thyron, who we got then? Got the Liddy Mans. No, Cleef. What is Cleef?
Cleef is going to laser beam this close tree.
Okay, going for the laser. Do it. So, breath weapon, it has a DC, what, 15, right?
Don't worry, I probably missed.
How much is that? 2-hit roll.
15.
15, just misses. Barely miss. As you guys see, Cleef breathe this white-hot, mercurial silver fire out. The tree doesn't dodge, it just washes over it, and its thick bark seems to protect it from this damage.
He's going to use his cunning action to disengage.
Alrighty. Well, cool. Shrimp, your turn.
Well, I'm gonna be a little more conservative with my spells, so I'm just gonna disengage. How much distance can I carry? 1, 3. So, yeah, next to Cleave. And then bonus action. Thought form.
Alrighty. So, disengages, thought forms, ready for battle. Okay, which brings us to vines. The vines that unfortunately did not get to ambush anybody that I'm very sad about. Would have been pretty cool. They are going to move forward. 1, 6.
Cool.
1, 2, 6. 1, 6.
Oh my.
And they are going to attempt to attack you and constrict you, tangle you.
Okay.
So they're going to. Okay, so first one is going to activate entangling. Make a strength check for me, please. Strength saving throw, not a check. As you see these vines come writhing through the dirt and leaves on the floor of this.
10.
10. Okay, so you are currently restrained, which means you have
I rolled a 1.
of 0.
Fuck.
No speed. They have advantage against you. You have disadvantage, and disadvantage on dex saves. Then, since you are now restrained, the other two are both going to attack you with advantage. Going to attempt to nom on you a little bit. So, first one rolls a natural 1, even with advantage, and a 9. I doubt that's enough to hit you. AC 15 to hit.
It's a miss.
Okay, second one's going to try and hit you with advantage. Ooh, that's pretty good. 23, so that's a hit. You take entirety of 7 plus 4 is 11 points of physical damage.
Okay.
And make a constitution saving throw, please.
Uh, 22.
22, nice. Okay, so you have it. You take 10 points of poison damage. As the vine's poison starts coursing you through your vein, as they start to bite into you with their wooden fangs. But then, that's going to be the end of round 1. Putting us back atop the initiative order, it's Tree Guy. Going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, why are they so slow? They're so big. And then the assassin vines have got you well in hand, so this guy is going to 5 over there. This guy's making his. Okay. What does this guy's reach? 5 feet. Oh wow, he can't get to you guys far away. That's annoying. I thought they had reached 10 feet. Oh well, this one that can't reach you guys is going to reach into the earth and tear out an enormous stone from the earth, the loamy ground, and throw it at you, Cleef.
Well, that's something.
As he hears your ha ha. That's going to be a plus 10 to hit. Hit.
That's high.
15.
With a miss.
As he barely misses you. As he throws this enormous boulder past your head that would have made quite an impact had it manages to hit you. And it lands deep in the forest behind. Okay. Thyroid, your turn.
Can I try and break free of these vines?
Yep. You can make a strength. Look at what it is. Creature stand by the plants. You can use your action to make a DC 13 athletics check to free itself. Success.
Oh, cool. Athletics. DC 13.
Yes.
So I just have to roll 4 high.
Yes. So roll good.
23.
Okay. You manage to burst the vines that have been wrapping around you, trying to keep you in place so they can poison you to death. Away from you. You have your movement and a bonus action left. What would you like?
I'm just checking out here. Okay, no, that's...
Damn, these assassin vines are nasty. Then again,
Okay,
I can already guess what's going through Letty's mind, actually.
Can you?
I can, yes. I just had a realization I got goofed.
I'm going to. Okay, even if I disengage, I'm still going to provoke attacks of opportunity from everything if I try and do anything in that direction. So I am just going to disengage and sort of position myself.
You've already used your movement, your action to break free. Disengaging is
okay.
unless you're a...
So disengaging is an action. Oh, sorry.
Run away and tank.
Unless you're a rogue, in which case you can cunning action. They're little slippery shits.
That's good. I'll just move there and just take the attacks of opportunity. It's fine.
Okay, so you run away. The assassin vines are...
Well, I'm going to try and get myself in position between the big thing there and them.
Alrighty. So, 3 assassin vines, all attacks of opportunity against you. Let's see if they hit anything. Hiya! Wow, that's pretty bad. No hits on them. Treebeard's gonna try and slap your shit as you run past him. Ooh, natural 20. Okay. So...
hit.
Why?
Adamantine breastplate.
So for when? I said you need to check with me for all that stuff beforehand.
That you checked that last week.
I said you must let me know during the week.
I did. This was before then.
You still said that you didn't have a chance to check any equipment.
His
and
weapon,
I also
no.
said
I thought you checked out the character sheet when you were checking through everything last week. That's why I never said anything about it. I thought you knew about it.
wow.
But it's fine.
Okay, so
Not a
normal
problem. I've got...
Mr. Immune to crits on every character.
Because of shit like this.
No, adamantine is a very rare metal that is not really found outside of
That's
the dwarven mining.
It just
land.
so
Honestly,
happens
something-
that this random scrub has picked one up.
He's not from around here.
He doesn't look like a dwarf to me, he's a bit tall.
He's
not from
tall, dark
Belarus.
stranger who comes from a far off land filled with weeaboo fighting magic.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So, you're gonna get slapped by a 3
Okay.
for... That's not a pretty high roll, actually. It's pretty low. He hits you for a mere 34 points of damage.
It's nothing. It's nothing.
Unless you want to use a reaction to do anything. Or...
There is something I want to try. I want to actually see how this is going to work out, because as a reaction, I can use Stone's Endurance to reduce the damage dealt to me by 1d12 plus 5.
Alright, so you can roll a d12 and add 5 to it and subtract that from the damage.
So that's 12.
12.
Plus
Nice.
5
that's
is
not bad.
17. So what was the damage there?
So
32.
34 minus
34. 34 minus
17. So that's good.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so you hardly took any damage. What you complaining about? Alrighty. And then, these little 3 boys are going to slowly wander over. 3. They're going to attempt to slap your shit, shrimp.
Wait, didn't they just move?
Hmm?
Am I completely...
Yeah, the trees is after thyroid is cleave.
Oh, you are absolutely right.
Get back
Wow,
over
sorry.
that tree! I
Get
shout
back over that
angrily.
tree.
Oh shit!
Sorry, that's my
sorry.
bad.
Sorry, boss.
Cleve, your turn. Sorry.
Cleve's just gonna bonus action to
I
get
don't
over
want to
here,
trees.
and then
Okay.
mouth blades at this fella.
Alrighty. Roll your attack roll.
No,
Wow, just no luck there today, huh?
I used up all of
Alrighty.
my dice on the good dice on the utility roll, so yeah.
I'm telling you. Alrighty. Anything else, Cleve?
Ah, fuck it. I'm gonna use a luck dice, re-roll it.
Why not? That's why it's there. It's to be used.
20.
That's a hit. Alrighty, so that's DC 15, hey?
Yes.
And how much damage?
22.
22. Okay, so it fails its save. You are now hidden to it. And 22 points of damage. It's necrotic damage, eh?
Yes.
Okay, it doesn't have resistance to that. Alrighty. You guys see where Cleef's silver fire splashes onto the bark. It actually starts eating into it, and the bark and leaves itself start blackening and dying, as if it's been poisoned. Alrighty. Anything else? That Cleave.
That's Cleave.
Shrimpy, your turn.
Hello. You can probably guess what's gonna happen with this black circle.
Yes, I can probably guess.
Is it
Fireball. Yeah, I'm just gonna say needle light.
Needlelight. Okay, how much is your fireball? What spell level?
It is. They must make a Dexterity 17 saving throw.
Jesus. Okay, so let's do the assassin vines first, since they actually don't have a negative. Because their dexterity on account of being trees. 17, you say. Fails.
Wait, that's not the right amount of.
So those eyes all die. All get hit.
Yeah, no, that is not the right amount.
And then it's
No, I've got more.
2 tree ants. They have a -1 to their dex. So we roll the 2 of them. So roll and roll. 6 and 11. -1's 10. Yeah, all of them fail. Not a single one passes.
Amazing.
Okay. They're trees and seem to be very flammable, as wood tends to be. How much
Yeah.
damage is that?
35 points of fire damage.
Okay, let me just check out how vulnerable interacts with that. I believe it just doubles damage.
Vulnerable is 50%?
I'm just double checking quickly. Yeah.
Oh no, it might be double, because, yeah. Because it's half if you're resistant, so it's
The damage of that type is doubled against it. So, that was how much damage?
35.
So it becomes 70 fire damage. God damn. Okay, that's a lot of damage. Okay. So, the 3 assassin vines that were trying their damnedest to hold Tyrant down are reduced to charred and blackened nub. Just barely still animate, but hanging on by the threadiest threads that you could possibly thread after the concussive blast of the fiery ember that you conjure clears. The trees themselves look in a similarly bad shape. Their once proud bark scorched, blackened, and on fire. Like, they're still on fire after having been hit by these enormous blasts of conjured fire that you created. And they look very, very, very injured, if a tree could look in. They look like they're in for a bad, bad time currently. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Oh yeah, I would definitely like to move it back. I don't want to get slapped.
Okay. so
1,
you start
2,
to
3,
back.
4, 5, 6. Black.
Okay. Vine's turn. They're pissed.
Okay.
They're super pissed. They are gonna go after the man that just set them on fire. So,
Would that not?
yes,
or-
it's going to work.
Okay.
30, 5, 10, 30. Okay, lady. So, Thyron, which one of those are going past you?
The
in front of
only
you?
one that was actually in range, which was this one on the leftmost of the assassin vines.
Alrighty, roll your tech roll, sir. See if you can hit that boy as he goes past.
I darted 12.
Almost. Okay, he goes slithering past you, but you're still staggering away from the heat of the blast that your party member had leveled against these tree monsters as it goes past. Entangling vines, does it have to be within... Okay, just has to be within 30 feet. All 3 of these, lady, are going to go after you and Cleef, since you seem to be bunched up quite nicely there. It's a 15-foot AoE. They are going to use entangling vines to sprout out of the ground and try and keep you locked down. Both of you, please make a strength saving throw for me.
Okay.
See whether or not they can touch that.
10.
Fail. Also 10. Okay, so you're both restrained currently, and the area around you for 3 squares in either direction from where you're standing is difficult terrain. So you move at half speed when moving through it, unless you have something that ignores difficult terrain.
I do.
Okay. Thyron, this tree is going to step up since you
Okay.
hammered it with your hammer, and it's very unhappy with that state of affairs. It's going to use its single attack. They don't even have multi-attack. This is sad trees. Natural 20 again.
But
I promise I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
On
he
purpose.
really
Mm.
wants to delete these temperatures.
No, I promise.
Really? But have you
There's
noticed
the
how, like, every combat, when the natural 20s come, who's normally on the receiving end?
They're always in melee. It's not my fault.
Mhm.
Don't
Bring
worry.
it. Bring it, that's fine.
I promise it's not on purpose.
Bullshit, but anyway.
It's really not. I let the dice roll.
Bullshit, but anyway.
I'll be happy because I rolled a 17, because I rolled 2 1s and a 2. 17 plus 6, so that's 23 points of damage. As the tree slappeth you with its very large branch. And then this one is going to move away with an enormous creaking sound. And it's going to hurl a rock at you, Cleve. At you, Shrimp, for throwing Fireball at it, because one good turn deserves another.
Okay.
21.
Yeah, that hits.
That's a hit. Alrighty, you see it once more reach down, tear up an enormous stone from the surface of the earth, and throw it at you. I need extra d10.
No, you don't.
Yes, I 12, 11, 4, 2, 29 plus 6. 35 points of damage, but I believe your thought form halves it because it's bludgeoning.
Yes.
Okay, so he
35.
throws a gigantic rock at you in retaliation for you setting it on fire. This one staggers, also
Do those roll up or down? Round.
down.
Okay.
The nice two people. That one's also gonna throw a rock at you because you just freaking set it on fire.
Okay.
28 to hit.
Yeah.
And again, this one throws a rock at you because fire bad. 30 points of damage, so 15.
Yep.
Alrighty. And that is the tree's turn, but they are all looking extremely sketchy at this point. Very much on fire, in pain if they could feel pain as trees, and very close to dead. Cleve, your turn. No, wait.
Thyroid.
Thyroid's turn.
Okay, I'm going to smack at this tree that's here.
Mm-hmm. 3 attacks. Whap, whap, whap.
No.
Oh. You made 3 the previous round.
Yes, I know I made 3 the previous round. I'm doing something different this time. I am going to attack it with Green Flame Blade.
Aha.
Yes.
Clever. Clever girl. So, roll your attack, sir. And I think you can get a normal attack after that.
Yeah. It's 14 to hit.
Barely misses. Just with a smidgen. That is an AC of 16.
And the next attack misses as well.
See? What you get for rolling up different characters. The dice gods, they punish you.
Oh, bullshit.
Okay. So, unfortunately, the tree, now being weary of your fiery shenanigan, manages to turn the hardened areas of its bark that are less flammable towards you as you manage to slam your green flame blade into it, but it does not ignite successfully. Shrug off most of it. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, for now I'm good.
Okay. Cleefity, your turn.
So Cleve is restrained again.
Correct, both you and... Oh, I should have made those attacks with advantage against you guys. Might have rolled a crit. Yes, you're restrained.
Cleve's
And
going.
have advantage on dex and attacks, and your speed is 0.
Then, as a bonus action,
Mhm.
Cleve is going to Misty Step over to here.
How are you going to miss the step if you're restrained?
It's magic. That's how magic works.
Because its component's vocal.
Oh, then yeah, you're going to miss this step.
Damn it, like, you keep making me heart attacks. This tree is oblivious to me, so I'm going to attack it. I'm going to
Yes.
attempt to stab it up with advantage.
Okay, you're going to
Be
attempt...
using my red flame blade.
Okay. Red flame blade to the back of the neck.
I think that's 28.
That's a hit. Yeah, there's an AC of 16, so
All
that
right,
is a
let
hit.
me- And it's a sneak attack.
And there's a sneak attack. Fire damage.
Fuck, I really like easy to read chart with all my fucking damage dice. I've got give me a minute. Hold on.
Okay, so the green flame blade's fire portion gets doubled because it's vulnerable to damage.
Oh fuck. Okay, hold on then.
So you roll the normal dice, you just double the result. Then the sneak attack dice, then the physical hit, then your dex modifier. What am I missing? I think that's it.
The bullshit die as well because
Rogues,
you know.
man. Rogues.
Okay, I think that's all of them for this.
Okay. Rogues and their big ass single hit. God damn.
So that's 51.
Jesus.
Um,
Alrighty.
yes.
That's a lot of damage. So Cleve, you are next to this guy. Thrust into it with you're using your dagger, Dragonbone dagger, right?
Jeez.
Yep. Dragonbone dagger using red flame blade, and just see fire erupts as the blade slices unnaturally deep into the bark, igniting a large portion of the tree's side, and it staggers away from you, Thyron, looking very surprised and looking about and not seeing what just stabbed it. Very, very, very surprised.
And then
Still standing though.
then I'm gonna use my. Oh no, Griffin disconnected.
Did I?
Apparently.
Said so.
But I'm right here.
No.
That's weird.
Yes.
Oh, there we go. Timeout from Steam client. What? Well, okay. You say you're doing what?
I'm just gonna use my normal movement to get away from the tree.
Okay, yeah. Since it can't see you, it can't opportunity attack.
It can't opportunity attack me anyway because I hit it with a melee attack. Mobile.
That. Oh yes, that's very true. Mobile feet. Okay, I am back. So after Cleve, who is it then?
It's me. Hello.
Okay, you guys can make me black. Yay, thank you. Shrimpe! What are you doing, Shrimpe?
Well, there's lots of targets, and I wish people would have actually dealt with those targets. Then I'll have to waste another spell, but I fireball them again. Because, ha, Psyx, go brrr!
Okay. We'll go inside your fireball.
Probably just these guys, because I don't think I can angle it without having either me or, Thyroid in it.
The two trees that are very good fireballed ones and the two assassins both get nuked once again. Now, what's DC-17, eh?
Yes.
Okay, so, -1 for these two boys. Oh, you're so lucky. Guy rolled 17, -1, 16. And 13 -1 is 12, so 2 fails in the trees, and then the assassins. 10 and 7 minus... no penalties, so the fails respected. Alrighty, so everybody in the area fails again. How much damage is that?
25.
25 doubled, so 50. 50 points of fire damage as you ignite the shit out of this area. You got where there was already like a blackened patch where the first fireball detonated, and the trees themselves were already on fire. And as you guys see this little red bead flick out from Shrimp's finger into the middle of them to detonate again with a concussive boom. Once more, you just kind of see the trees like, oh no, as they just get absolutely exploded, splinters spraying all over the place like shrapnel as they just combust under the intense heat of the spell's blast. Shrimp, anything else after your action?
No, because I can't move. I'm still restrained. I'm just go Sonics go brr.
Brr. Oh yeah, because you could thought form. Like
Yeah, I don't need to. I don't need any vocal, somatic, or material components unless they're like a gold cost.
So that's sad. That makes me sad. There goes my plan for restraining the wizard. Okay. That is Shrimp, so now it's who's left? It's got the vines that are one of. Vine singular.
Disconnected again.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn it. 2, 3. Okay, Vine is 4 squares away, ladies. Vine's gonna roll up and bite you right in the face.
Okay.
Connect along. With advantage.
Maybe I kindly moved it up into position.
Thank you. I'm just trying to rejoin again. I don't know what's going on with Steam today. It's also not loading icons and stuff completely in the store. Okay. So, roll a d20. Vine, gonna... Wow. Really? Vine rolled a natural 1.
Amazing.
Trying to bite you. I'm very sad because I wanted to poison the shit out of you. Oh wait, I have advantage. I can roll again.
Is he even poisonable? He's a robot.
I don't know. The Vine doesn't know that. Well, I rolled a 1 and a 2 with advantage, so no. I don't bite anything, which makes me incredibly sad, because I really wanted to see what happens when you fail yours.
I mean, I have an advantage against poison.
Yes, but the Vine doesn't know that. Let the Vine have its dreams. Jesus. Okay, top of the initiative order. After the Viney boy didn't manage to accomplish shit, is the tree. Tree is still locked in mortal combat with Thyron, so Tree's going to attempt to slap your shit with its single attack, because I don't know why they don't have multi. Natural 1! So there's only 20s or 1s tonight. Apparently that's the only thing we're freaking rolling.
They don't have multi-attack because they have like a +10 to their 2 hit.
Suppose, but I mean, still though, it would be nice. Think about all
They can
those
throw
branches.
giant boulders.
Think about all those branches. They should have multi-attack.
No.
Okay, so that boy misses. So that's his entire turn. That was a waste. Tyron, your turn.
I'm going to try for green. I'm going to try for green flame blade again.
Okay.
That's a hit. 26 to hit.
26, that's a hit. So double your damage for the fire portion, and then just your modifiers and melee portion.
So that is 10 fire damage.
20 plus.
7.
27 points of damage as you carve deeply into this tree end, and you see it stagger backwards, and then you just raise your weapon up again and just slam it down into the roots that pass for its legs, and you manage to snap a few of them off, and it tumbles to the side. And as it falls to the side, you basically slam your weapon into the passer's face, and it goes still, stops moving, and leaves you lot standing in the clearing, alone.
What about this
Peace.
assassin vine?
It burrows into the ground and skitters away, trying to get away from you lot.
Can I try and grab it?
Nubbly. Sure, try and grab it if you want
I
to try and grab
run
it.
and leap and try and stab the shit out of it.
Sure, let's make an attack. See as it tries to run away from you. It's a hit. It has so little HP that the fireball doesn't matter. It's dead. It was so close to dead. After the
But Keith
fireball.
wanted to roll. Let him roll,
I did
damn it.
50 damage.
You skewer it neatly from end to end, what is left of it, and splice it open like a fine display of letters at the supermarket. It's dead. It's very. Leaving you standing in the clearing. It is quiet. It is still. And then you hear a. All around you, you hear numerous claps coming in from the surrounding tree, and applause,
I bow.
and then nothing.
Oh, that was fun.
So what was that? Was that it? They just sent some trees at us.
I think this may only be one of the first things they're gonna do. Like, once we're gonna, like, try and find them, they'll throw more shit at us. You know, rather than actually engage us directly.
It makes sense.
Is there anything that looks like a tower or something where Ponzi elves would live? Like up in the distance.
Sure. You climb a tree, nimble for your old age, backflipping your way from branch to branch to the top of it.
And the tree doesn't try and eat him on the way up?
Not this. You glance about, and in the distance you see the rise amongst the tree branches that once would have been the majestic form of the Civic Hall of Vranovici and the governor's mansion. But now, nothing. Simply tumbled down stonework, even taller trees around it, glittering amongst the tree boles lower down what looks like water. Still and placid, reflecting starlight.
Well, maybe we should head that way. Do those trees look fancier than the other trees?
Make an nature check for me.
No. 18.
That's pretty good.
Just out of curiosity, what's Cleef's profession today?
He is a web developer.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's gotta be useful.
Yeah.
They look like Cleve, you've just picked up a little bit of this information along the line. It's not something really relevant to your day to day, but you do recall those trees are called brain
trees?
brain freeze. They're like called arbor vitae. They're a tree that makes almost like a pyramid shape, like a triangle naturally. But the unusual thing about these trees is A, they don't really grow in this climate, but they're evergreen. They stay green all year round. But they can only grow new saplings in winter.
Those trees ain't right.
It's a clue about your enemy.
Oh God! If only I was the one to know about elves. It's like, yeah, those trees only make new trees in winter.
Ah, that's weird.
I wonder if that has anything to do with anything wintry.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with those, what were they called? Quartz or something?
Welves, I think they were called. Winter
Wells? Winter? Wells.
Nice.
If only Brienne were here with her brain
If only.
and notebook. Instead, we get thyroid.
Yeah.
So, what are your gentlemen's plans?
So yeah. What's the plan of Cleve?
I mean, really, we should go up there and just like torch the trees.
I mean, that would definitely aggro them, I'd say. Also, I'll be right back in like a minute.
If anybody wants to use the restroom, we can quickly break while Liddy's not here.
Fine.
While you gentlemen discuss your
Cleve goes to
plans
the
to
toilet
security fire.
in the clearing.
Great outdoor.
Keith finds himself a convenient toiletry.
So, I am returned.
Ooh, Letty has not.
You. Yes.
So, Hippo, you enjoying?
Sorry, I'm back.
Letty has indeed found his toiletry.
Yes. Toiletry.
So, rocking with me.
We should push on to the trees
Yes.
and look for petrol or something.
Yes.
Orchestrate another flyby.
Oh man, that would have been really good.
Fantasy petrol.
Oh, that would be good. Okay.
If everything
So-
goes horribly wrong, Shrimp, we could just, teleport out of here, assuming the teleport,
I mean, yes.
and then come back with gallons of petrol and just torch the whole place.
Sure. What is petrol?
Something that Shrimp is going to have to invent.
Yeah.
So, are you guys taking
As a web developer, Cleve knows about fossil fuels.
It's true, I do.
Sure. Are you guys taking any special
Precautions?
Precautions?
I don't think there is any special precautions we can inherently take.
Okay.
See, we're trapped in what is essentially a living forest, so it's not like we can go anywhere to rest because we're likely going to be attacked no matter where we go. There
Yeah.
are no safe places here.
One
So,
thing I might
yeah.
do is I'll just light a torch. It's
I
like
was gonna do that as well, to wave at any plants that looked at me funny.
fire.
Okay. You guys make your way carefully into the tree. Shrimp carrying a torch, surprisingly using a non-magical means.
Is it
Like
still day? What time of day is it at the moment?
early evening.
Okay. Once it gets dark, I'm going to cast Dark Vision on myself.
How are the orange shells forming up?
Not any thicker yet.
Can I attempt to like cut it?
Ink. You just want to like stab yourself in the arm.
No, not stab.
It's like a very
Cut.
thin. Sure. Sure.
Hit
Try and
it with
scrape.
like a hammer.
Sure.
Scrape
I
it.
have a hammer.
So you guys stop for a moment, take a breather. Does anybody want a short rest? Sorry, after your battle to regain some hit dice? Or you guys are done?
Yes, that would be good. Thank you.
Okay. You guys take a moment after your brief battle to discuss your way forward. Spend some hit die, heal up.
Remember, the more we rest and like the longer we take in here, the longer it's gonna be. Like, we
Sure.
could have been in here for like a year already. The ominous laughing from the forest leads me to believe I'm right, so we should hurry up.
Yep.
So,
Oh, short
Cleve,
rest is still
make
needed.
a dexterity check for me to try and pop some of that crust that is slowly but ever so slightly forming off.
10.
10. You scrape and you think you managed to clear a bit from your arm, but it's hard to tell in the dark. You think you might get some of it off. At the current rate it's forming, it'll take a very long time to immobilize you. But it's definitely going to start inhibiting your movement if left for too long.
Was there any on? No, I guess there wouldn't be on the Burgermeister, would there? He was out of the spell, or out of the
He's a
bargain.
pet.
Well, it makes sense. It's on me. I'm from Baranovici. Why is it on the other two?
Who knows?
Yeah, that's not fair and not in accordance with the deal. The deal is violated and null and void. Leave now, elves.
So, you gentlemen push deeper. I'd like for you to make a wilderness survival check for me, whoever amongst you wants to do it. Try and keep your direction.
17.
17, pretty good.
13.
Between the two of you, you realize after a good hour or so's march that you've been going the wrong way. The stars overhead seem to wheel and turn almost mockingly, making it suitable for navigation. Correct your course and once more try and move deeper into the forest towards the residence of the once Burgermeister. Cleve, since you're the only one with obscenely high passive perception,
Yes.
you hear once more drag thump, drag thump, drag thump
Ooh,
approaching.
that big chunky metal thing's coming back. Should we hide again, or just see what happens if it sees us? Because it didn't. It looked like it looked at Shrimp earlier.
I think it may have just not seen me somehow. I don't know. Probably shouldn't try and not engage it.
Okay, so we hide again, yeah?
Sure.
Stealth checks for me as you guys will hide. Hide in the trees.
10.
19.
19.
No, sorry, 23.
23. Once more, you hear drag thump, and now it becomes audible to the two of you as well. Keen's senses of Cleve having picked it out long before the rest of you heard it. It enters the clearing, glances around, and now in the dark you can see a pale turquoise spectral light dancing in its empty eye socket. Who would be able to see? Actually, Cleve, you're pretty much the only one who really would be able to see this since you're closest to death.
There's
Faintly,
always the one.
faintly in the air around it, you see form, specters. Many of them terribly injured, ragged wounds carved out across their torsos, entrails hanging from stomach, heads caved in, crusted with dark substance. Humanoid form, specters of the dead, and obediently follow behind them. Glance around, looks for more bodies, and then starts stepping out of the clearing. Drag, thump. Drag, thump. Drag, thump.
Okay, so it's collecting bodies and souls.
Leaves the clearing, leaving you huddled in the tree line. But again, escaping detection.
Onward!
Onward! Sure. As you guys move deeper into the area once was witchy, I'd like for you... Actually, you wouldn't even get one, would you? False appearance, remains motionless, it's indistinguishable from a normal tree. Okay, so you wouldn't even know it's not a
Mimic!
tree. Mimics! Yep, the trees are mimicking trees.
The trees are mimicking awakened trees.
Definitely. As you guys move your way inward, place yourself where you guys are entering the next area in this general area, like around here, where you guys are moving in.
I am placed.
Where you are placed. Where's
Yeah.
Brian? Back.
Yeah, I'll be bringing up the rear here.
Thyron, since you're in the back, you see this happening. And before you can shout a warning, you see one of the trees that you've just passed underneath lean over and take a swipe at you, Shrimp Cleave. Try to slap you, having stayed motionless up until this very moment. Oh my god. And miss! Is that all the two? As it attempts to hit you as you go past.
I'm beginning to think we should have stuck to one of the paths.
So, I'd like a little initiative from you, please.
Fucking trees!
3 normies!
19.
Nice.
Sorry, no. 21, sorry.
Okay.
I rolled a 19.
12.
Nice. Nice. So, Thyron, you see this tree reach over and try and slap your compatriot as you guys pass beneath it, and just barely miss as Cleef's agile body just reflexively backflips him out of the way, leaving it to slam into the earth, wounding nothing but the ground. Your turn.
Step forward and green flame blade.
Green flame blade straight into the tree.
About 16 to hit.
16 to hit. That's a hit. Roll your damages. Damn, shouldn't roll.
So let's roll the fire damage. That's 8 points of fire damage total, doubled.
16.
So it's
yeah.
8. No, it's 8. It was 4 on its own, so it's
Okay.
plus 10, so that's 18 total.
Okay, so you slam your weapon into the creature, and you see it burst into flames, scorching the bark, and then you make your follow-up
And
attack,
then-
I take it.
Yep, lots to hit. So I rolled an
Alright.
18.
Sure. Okay, then roll damage.
6 points of damage.
Okay, 6 points of damage as you slam the blade into the creature. Okay, that brings us to Shrimp, I believe.
Yes, hello.
Tree, very close to you. Uncomfortably so. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I'd like to move a little bit away, and I also cast a cantrip, Mind Sliver at it. How long have we been running around it as well?
About 3 hours now.
Okay, so another, just in case, another thought form.
Thought form, okay.
Yeah, Mage Armor is still running. But yeah, it must make an intelligence 17 saving throw.
Fail. Rolls a 6.
Okay, so it takes 3d6 something damage. Is that force of... Oh, it's psychic damage. 13 plus 5, so a total of 18.
Okay, 18 points of damage.
And also on the target, the first time it makes a saving throw before the end of my next turn, it must roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from the save.
Alright, so it's like innate bane. Alrighty. You guys hear the tree groan as it is psychically assaulted by your comrade, Shurub, under the mental onslaught, which brings us to Tree's turn. Now it is going to attempt to slap the closest person to it, which is still probably going to be Cleef at this point. Cleef, it's going to hit you just a little bit. Can I hit with anything today?
You did earlier.
17.
Mees.
Yes. Okay, as it once more slowly slams down. It's not a very dexterous or fast creature, but its hits do hurt. It once more misses you, which brings us to Cleef's turn.
Cleve's going to mouth laser it.
Mouth laser at point blank, okay.
Why do I keep rolling 6s for the mouth laser hits?
I don't know.
That's probably a miss then.
16 or lower, that's a miss.
Yeah, the miss.
Okay, so that's its turn, which brings us back to Thyron, your turn.
And I shall once again Green Flame Blade.
Yeah, alright.
Lots.
Mm-hmm.
That's 8 fire damage, so double, that's 6.
Okay.
Plus 6, so that's 22.
22 points. A lot.
And then second attack. 21 to hit.
Okay.
And 12 points of damage.
Alrighty. You managed to carve off an enormous chunk of the tree-like limbs using your flaming blade to impair it quite significantly. Sure.
Well, at the moment I'm using my Warhammer, so...
Flaming Warhammer.
Yes.
Close enough. Just breaking branch.
Broken branches.
Should be your turn.
Okay, I would like to cast Eat Incineration on it. It must make a Wisdom 17 saving throw.
And subtract d4.
Yes.
11. Minus many.
It fails.
How much? What happened? What happened?
Be incapacitated.
Okay, you guys see
At
the
the-
tree.
Yeah, and at the end of each of its turns, it takes 1d12 psychic damage, and then it can make another Wisdom saving throw after it takes the damage.
Okay, so the tree is now completely immobilized. It's not moving at all. So its turn passes, doesn't do jack, and then it takes d12, you say, psychic damage.
Mm-hmm.
Takes 3 psychic damage. And then... it fails its save. It stays incapacitated.
So does that mean we have advantage on it in melee
have-
combat?
No, you will auto-crit now if you hit it.
Ah, okay.
Cleef, your turn. That's why with the Eldritch Knight, if you can do something like hold person, action surge, and then hit the person you hold person, you auto-crit with all your attacks as a fighter.
Red flame blade.
Plus sneak attack dice, plus crit, so I'm just going to kill it, because
No,
if I
no.
to kill it.
He wants to roll, let him roll. Let the man have his moment.
Roll your dice.
I needed those.
Okay.
$80.
Jesus.
That's...
You just slam the blade into the creature, and nothing happens. Like, it just stays inactive, as if it's been shut down the whole time after it's been hit by Shrimp spell. And after several minutes of waiting, it's not going to animate again. It's dead.
You just
no.
did.
I hit it so hard I punched its soul out.
Okay. You make your way once more deeper into. Make a wilderness survival check for me. See if you guys can hold your path through the magical hellhole.
15.
25.
25. Thyron guides you guys successfully. You manage to close the distance. You climb a tree, Thyron, to try and get your direction. Using use of your strong, tall physique. No real problem for you whatsoever. You're athletic.
Yep.
Looking towards the point that Clef described, it appears to be several days' march north of your current direction.
How could it still be so far away? Is the city really that big? Or are we moving out of the city? Can I see? Does it appear like we're moving outside of what were the city limits and into sort of like, I don't know, suburbia,
I don't
the
think
outer
we're in
boroughs?
Divinity anymore, Thyroid.
You look backward, and you see the town square. Probably a good 10-minute walk behind you.
Okay. But we've been walking for like hours.
Correct.
So wait, how far away is that thingamabob over there? The trees you saw earlier? That we're supposed to be heading to, but we never got to because who knows why.
For Hippo, initially it looked like maybe 10-15 minute walk on a good day. Heavy
Okay.
terrain, maybe an hour. Now, several days.
Well then.
The Baranovici is not big enough that it requires days to walk through.
Well, I think it's unnecessary. I think it's
Unnecessary.
I think it's unneeded to be said that there is some time bullshit and space bullshit going on.
While you guys are standing there debating the merits of travel and space and time and subjectivity and reality, you hear a rustling sound come from your right, deeper in the trees, followed by a high-pitched, childish giggle,
Sergey, is that you?
and then nothing. So, do you guys resume your journey?
Okay, let's see what happens if I use this. I cast see invisibility.
Sure.
I
Cast
also,
invisibility successfully.
it also allows me to see into the ethereal plane. Everything normal-ish?
No, not even a little bit. Invisible things? Nothing. Ethereal plane, though. All about
That should be lit up like a Christmas tree.
thousands upon thousands upon thousands. Dry, grey, twig-like constructs with brightly glittering, malevolent gazes sitting on every branch, every vine, every leaf, every tree, even around you, some of them riding the shoulders, arms, and weapons of your companion, staring at you intently, disregarding you, Shrim, until they realize that you can see them, and they smile at you, teeth filled with needle-like.
Can I actually physically interact with them? Like, if I try and, like,
Throttle.
flick one off of me, does it actually move, or does it just pass through him? Through it?
Let me see if you can interact with the ethereal plane. I'm not sure. I think you need to be ethereal yourself. But
I'm also fairly certain.
just see if you can interact. Fogbound dimension can go to the ethereal plane. Blah blah. Yeah, I can't care about. Tell me the other things. No. You'd have to cast something like astral body or like that to be able to.
Yeah, that's fine.
You see as you like flick your shoulders, some of them do like shuffle about uncomfortably. But they don't move. They're all watching. And from the direction you heard the giggle come from, you see several shadows. Small, childlike. No discernible feature. Dark shade. Child size. Sitting there, crouched in a little half circle. Throwing what looks like glittering marble. Flicking them at the middle. Playing some kind of game.
Oh, there's got all kinds of weird shit in the ethereal brain right now, boys. There are like twiggy little things. There's also where you hear the giggling. There's like shadows or something. They're just playing a game right now, but
Should have just gone full Texan now after like coming here.
yeah, of course. We
Yeehaw!
in the South country now, boy.
Played too much StarCraft Terrans, I see.
Maybe.
Oh no, shrimp, what's gone? What's happened?
Shrimp's gone redneck.
Well, wait until you get all these kinds of swamps to you. It gets to you, man. It's get to your soul.
So, what would you gentlemen like?
Well, I'd like to burn the whole place to the ground, but I don't think I have that kind of power.
You could certainly try and start a forest.
Well, since we can't even properly navigate it, I don't think fires are going to be the biggest of problems.
I pull out my tinderbox and start trying to set the trees on fire.
So, I take it you guys traveled deeper. Or what is your plan?
It's just a kind of stupid, really stupid thing. Can I, wait, do I still, no, I don't think I have that in my possession anymore. God damn it.
What?
The green, crystal?
No, he gave it to Razgor, who gave it to Wilfred.
Son of a bitch.
Would have been pretty useful.
Yeah, I was just gonna use it to just, like, suck life out of all of the
Quick,
trees here, just to
Teleport back home
spite
and
people.
get it, and then come back.
I'll only come back after a day, bro.
Yes, split the party.
Alright, we'll all teleport back, and then come back here tomorrow.
I mean, the space is twisting here. Are you sure we can even get back here?
Yes.
Do we even want to try?
Oh,
you sure?
why don't you try and banish me and see where I go?
Sure. I take out the purple calling conjuration rocky thingamabob.
You sure about
Tap
that?
it on.
You sure?
Oh god.
Hold on. Sergey! I start shouting out for Sergey.
You hear almost hyena-like laughter in the distance, and then nothing.
What's up, Cleve? Why are you yelling for Sergey?
Oh, to test it on him, obviously.
No.
Yes, that's humanitarian.
Actually, I'm not gonna take it out, because I just realized something is constantly watching us, and they wanted the rock from here. They did all this to get the rock.
Damn it.
I'm gonna keep it a secret that I have those things.
Damn it. Bamboozled. So, what you guys doing?
I wonder if we can try and trick them. Boy, if only we could get out of here to our hoard of magical crystals.
So yeah, what now? I'm kind of stumped. I don't know how to dimensionally walk through places to make sure we get where we're supposed to go. Unless there's supposed to be some kind of order to these and kind of things.
Maybe we could just ask.
We could, but I don't want to talk to them because they're always gonna backstab you with like lawyer shit.
Yes, totally make a deal with the Unsele. There's no possible way this could go badly.
No, they're not like, you know, rules lawyers anyway.
Thyroid, you do it. You're brave.
Okay, I want to investigate the surroundings. Are there any kind of like markers or hidden things like patterns, repetitions?
Sure, make an investigation check for me.
Investigation.
Eddie's like, I'm so glad I actually remembered to remember that the wizard can change their spells.
That's 9 plus 9 is 18. Am I
Pretty good.
head math correct?
You do find a small marker. Looks like a large bison or deer skull of some kind that has been split open down the middle, so the horns kind of rest on the ground on either side of it. And in the middle of it, you see red roses been planted. Winter roses.
Is there any obvious way where they're pointing, or does it lead to a path?
You think they're pointing off slightly to your right.
Oh, there we're gonna go, boys! Slightly to the right.
Okay.
Keep your eyes out for any kind of markers. So I don't think space and reality mean anything, but maybe some things mean something.
Okay.
You make your way deeper into the forest. Ever deeper. It starts getting late. Time rolls by. What feels like days, but you know as mere hours. Eventually, the stars overhead tell you that it is midnight. Time to rest. Do you wish to push on, or do you guys want to make camp?
Do I
how we
feel tired?
You are
Well,
starting to
we
feel-
can. I can cast a rope trick, which will give us but it only lasts for an hour, and it's an extra dimensional space, so we can rest in there.
But that would only be a short rest.
But that's only going to be a short rest. That's the best I can offer.
On one hand, I don't want to go around tired, but on the other hand, I don't think this place is gonna let us sleep anyway. So unless we have some way of securing ourselves into like an extra dimensional space, I think it's best not even try and just try and go forward. Just
Going
press
forward
on.
It is then.
Alrighty. Despite your growing sense of exhaustion, you decide to push on. Several more hours pass as you go deeper into the forest. You step into a small clearing. Before you, a freshly dug, an uncarved headstone lying beside it.
Especially Doug, what? I missed that.
Freshly dug grave,
Oh, nice.
and next to it what appears to be an uncarved headstone. However, upon closer inspection, bears the name Cleef.
Please,
That
trying to scare you.
Oh.
Ooh, foreshadowing.
Cliff's like, been there, done that. Died.
Worrying.
I got better.
You move on, unperturbed by the games that the inhabitants of this forest are clearly playing with you. You move deeper into the forest. The trees grow older, darker, meaner, fighting for sunlight, twisting, killing, choking. Spiderweb, enormous, thick, almost rope, cover the bough of the trees in this area. But nowhere a spider to be found.
Hold on. Do I know anything about this because I'm a web designer?
You think that HTML code is pretty shit.
This was written in JavaScript.
Several more hours. The sky above you slowly brightens, becoming pinkish color of a new. However, the omnipresent murk beneath the trees hardly clear it, staying oppressive, persistent, ominous, And you guys all gain 1 level of exhaustion. You now have disadvantage.
How's extortions again?
Probably conditions.
Yes.
Yes, condition.
Morning dawn. You once more climb a tree to see where in the distance your objective. Your objective looks to be straight ahead of you. No more than half a day's march. Surely, reach it soon.
Oh, we should keep looking for any kind of markers instead of relying on any sort of physical senses.
Sure, make an investigation check for me.
Oh, okay, 18 again. I rolled a 9 again.
Very nice. You glance about. Once more, you see a skull. This time human, neatly set between the femurs of what looks to be an entire humanoid's remain, wrapped thickly with vine. An arm outstretched on the ground, finger bones pointing in the direction that you're currently.
Thanks, bud, and a pat skull.
Oh, oh! I can't speak with dead.
You sure about that?
I
Yes.
like it when the DM does stuff like that.
Sure. Once more, you guys see Cleef arranging the remains of the deceased, making them comfortable, seating himself from across them, and having a one-sided conversation. Cleef, what do you do when you see this spot?
Oh, hi, I'm Cleef. I'm pretty sure I know who you are. Do you know which way these pieces of shit's big tree where they live is?
I have to think carefully. What would they say? Give me a moment. So I need to quickly check he knows about them.
Well, we've at least established that the corpse was a he.
Corpse speaks and says, I do not know from which creatures to describe.
The elves. They live in a big castle place.
Elves, I do not know. Only orcs.
Oh, you're an orc. Okay. Do you know the way out of here?
The land is not your friend. Seek the sun. Wish to live.
Okay. What's your name?
Grok.
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 Alright, somebody make a note of Grok. We'll have to ask Razgor if he knows who Grok is. Do you know Razgor?
Leader of the tribe. Slaughtered with the others.
No, he's still alive. Yeah, he's good.
They just answer questions, man. They don't hold conversations.
I know, I'm just letting him know. Okay.
How many questions are there? 4?
Yes, 4, yeah, I got one left.
One more.
Guys, any questions you want to ask this orc? He knows Razgor.
Does the unseelie mean anything to him?
I ask him that.
Our enemies. They slayed me.
Yeah, they killed him.
Well, okay. Well, now we know for a fact that we're in unseelie territory. Like, that's not disturbing. Little confirmation on that. Little information niblet.
Alright, I'm gonna scoop up his bones into my little bag of holding.
Poor bastard.
What?
Alrighty.
He wouldn't want to. He wouldn't want to live or see out his corpse.
And who knows? Maybe if Cleve meets Razgor, Razgor will want to speak to him.
Maybe.
Or fashion his bones into a hat.
Or that.
See, I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be the bones of Cleve. I thought I was gonna have a weird fucking talk.
Not saying. So, you guys head deeper. Once more. Into the forest. Heading for your objective. You stop. For your morning meal. Ready to have some delicious food. As you sit down for a moment, the only one amongst you who needs to eat really is Thyron, as Shrimp and Chief do not need to eat. Thyron, an assassin vine lashes out from beneath your boots, having stayed undetectable and biding its time to grab a nibble on the one who seems distracted.
Okay.
Hey man, you're the only one who needs to eat, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's going to do a little nibble. What is your AC, sir?
Armor class is 19.
19. Just barely hits. 19 is exactly what we roll. However, it just nibbles you slightly. Doing a moderate 17 points of damage. As it suddenly lashes out, bites you in the ankle. I'd like you all to roll initiative for me. Oh, I need you to...
2.
19.
Nice. Vine rolled 6.
22.
Okay, so Thyron... So pretty much everything stays the same except Shrimp comes down here. Shrimp, you rolled a 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you go below the vines. Okay, Thyron, your turn. You've just been bitten in the knee by a really angry vine.
I am going to smack it with my hammer with a green flame blade.
Sure. You drop your delicious trail rations that you were busy munching on and slam your hammer down on the head of this creature.
Natural 20.
Very nice. Roll them damages.
Green flame blade is 9, so that's 18. Do I double it again for the crit? Hint, hint,
Yep.
hint, hint.
You roll double dice for the
So that
You roll 2 more dice. You roll twice as many dice if you...
So that's 19, so that's times 2, that's 38 fired.
Jesus. Okay. And then your physical damage and your normal attacks after that.
13 plus 10, that's... No, 13. The modifier doesn't get doubled, hey?
No, just get added on.
Okay, so that's
Double the
13
dice.
plus 5 is 18. So
So
38
18
plus
plus-
18, that's 56 damage total.
Jesus Christ. You slam the hammer down on this vine and pretty much immediately just snap it in half, leaving it twitching and
Oh,
dead
okay.
by your foot. The rest of your
I
meal
calmly keep eating.
undisturbed as you carry on having your delicious early morning breakfast. Which is where we'll end for today. We'll pick up here to next week.
Oh god, no.
It's not
Stuck
that
in
bad.
unseelie
The longer
bullshit
we're here,
space.
The longer it's gonna take.
It's fine. What's the worst that could happen to the rest of the world while you guys are trapped and not collecting the rock?
Fiery nuclear apocalypse.
Well, I wouldn't say fiery.
Note he did not deny the nuclear part.
Mm-hmm.
Or the apocalypse.
Huh? It's not my fault.
So, we'll
thought-
come out and Brienne and Razgor will have died of old age.
Oh man, would have been
Look, there's every possibility Brienne will have died before then.
Oh man, she died twice this week. Well, she went down twice.
Fuck! You told me once!
Yeah, I had another combat after that. Hey, you guys successfully killed a manticore.
But she is still alive?
Oh yeah, she's still alive. Between her and Razgor, they've got a shit ton of healing.
Okay.
If only we had that.
That's
Well,
very...
the Band-Aid's not here today.
or next week, and possibly the week after that. And I know Matt's not here next week, so it'll just be the three of you. He'll be fine.
Stuck in unseelie hell.
It's fine. So you guys
Dude,
all have got your character sheets wonderfully marked down with all your spell slots and hit points expended because none of finished yet.
Yep.
Great. I love it. So, thoughts, ideas, and suggestions?
Why?
Why?
Well, you see, first we have to do Cleef things. Don't worry, we still have to get to Brienne's backstory stuff and to Shrimp's backstory stuff.
You know what? Cleef was never really attached to Bernovici.
Uh-huh.
We should just leave.
But we need the crystal if you want to collect all the crystals.
Very true.
What if we collect all the other crystals and then come back here and just carpet bomb Baranovici?
I mean, I guess, but the problem is now, how do we leave?
Very good question.
Well, all we do.
You can always make a deal.
No, we
No.
we gather up the whole party, get into here, wait like a year, so in that like century the orcs will have repopulated, and then we get Razgor to lead an orc invasion
Pretty cool idea.
and have them burn down the whole of the Feywild.
That sounds pretty great, actually.
Sorry,
down.
We basically
for
put
whatever-
ourselves in stasis.
I'm down for whatever you guys decide.
you're reading that black book.
Oh yeah, then you'll actually unlock its full effects.
Yeah.
Hey, that could be a cool twist on the campaign if that's something you guys want to do. I'm down. If you want to do something as silly as that, just speak to the rest of the guys and see if they agree.
You said silly. I think you'll find it genius.
Pretty cool idea.
Genius.
No, it's a good idea. I honestly didn't anticipate that. That's a very, very good idea. I like it.
We'd have to find a way out of here first, and like enshrine ourselves in like the laws and customs of Homeal, so they don't forget about us. Make like some profit. We just need to like find a madman, chain him up, and make him remember some prophecies about some powerful heroes that will one day come to save the place.
That's a great idea.
Something about like fire in the sky, that kind of stuff,
Ambiguous
Yeah.
things that are broadly applicable.
Yeah.
But not so ambiguous that it could be any old person. It has to be an ancient backflipman,
Ancient backflipman.
a wooden man that can shoot fire, a woman who is covered in
Never
scars,
The scarred one.
and
Yeah, but at this stage she would be.
holds tightly around her torso at all times, seemingly in fear of being whole.
Well, if you guys want to do something like this, I would definitely recommend you chat with the other guys, but I am down if you want to do something as crazy as that. It's a very interesting idea that I did not think that you guys, or I did not think of that you guys. It's very cool.
Yes, but now that we have thought of it, you are going to try and find a way to subvert it.
Never, I wouldn't do that.
Burn the Feywild.
Oh my god, can you imagine an invasion of the Feywild? The steampunk technology courtesy of Mr. Wilfred.
Out of the party, who of us are immortal?
None? Yet?
Well,
Some of you age slower, I believe. Except for Shrimp, I guess. Shrimp is immortal,
yeah,
relatively
and
speaking.
does Cleef age anymore?
Check your subclass.
It doesn't.
I think
That
it
doesn't say.
Let me have a look. And after Connor, let's see, rogues, what do they say? I guess you don't age, yeah?
So I'm technically, functionally immortal.
I mean,
Assuming
you're
no one
technically
stabs
dead.
me. Well, yeah. That same thing.
Yeah.
Died once, can't die again. Thinking blackman.jpg. That's what I mean, it's called, isn't it?
I think so. Okay.
So me and Shrimp can just stay out on the outside and work on stuff.
Yeah.
I'll come back as like Shrimp's technomancer apprentice or something.
It's very possible. I mean, if you guys are serious about this, talk to
This
random.
is the dumbest idea we've ever had.
It's so great
And
though.
it's perfect. Like the prophecy and like the end of the world, that can wait.
That can wait.
That can wait. We got most of the crystals. It's not like anything bad can happen with the rest of them.
Oh, man.
Yeah, just turn Homemeal from like, yay, everything's fine, everything's getting better, into like this like
Last
this
bastion of
giant
humanity.
steam fortress.
You're basically going to turn it into like Attack on Titan at this point.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes.
But how awesome would Homemeal then be?
I mean, if Cleef and Shrimp are literally living in Homemeal 24/7 and not adventuring and just inventing things and educating people and teaching people,
And
And
reading
build
that
An
book.
book.
army of
Notifications.
backflipping steampunk bots and orcs.
Wait, how many spells can you actually get from the book?
as many as you want.
So if I spend 100 years studying it, and if
You
I
could pretty
spend 1 week studying the book, how many spells is that?
What's it? 52, 50? How many weeks in a year? 52, 56.
52, I think?
Yeah.
52 times 100, so 5,200.
1,200.
All of the spells!
Yeah, so inside wizard spell list your characters then at that point.
Wizard spell list, the druid spell list, the paladin spell is just like fuck it, everything.
Oh, the wizard list. But
You know,
yeah, you could
Like,
pretty much-
like the first 50 years, the book's like, well, shit. Okay, what's next?
Well, then Eddie actually gets to attune to the book. Then Eddie gets to attune to the Book of Beards. The Book of Beards. So, if this is something you guys want to seriously consider, let me know.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
See what random has to say.
And Thar. And who else? That's pretty much just the that's left.
Back flipping ope ninjas?
OAP, old age pensioners.
Oh, okay.
Entire army of old people that have died and come back to life, same subclass as Hippo.
Ah,
What?
that'd be amazing.
The Undying Guards?
Cleave, Lord of the Undying.
Not undead though, those are icky.
No.
Okay. Well, I'm going to leave you fine gentlemen with that to think about. But yes, I am totally down for it if you guys want to try something as silly as that. I'm just thinking about what about the rest of the people?
What people?
The non-immortal ones.
Well, they'd
Oh, they're
have to
gonna
sit-
go-
They'd have to sit in the Feywild for like a month.
Jesus Christ. But they
Yeah,
can
just
still be alive after that point.
Just sit,
No.
sit on the edges.
No, remember, there's that castle there near
Yeah,
the
they could sit in the
camp, which
castle. That was
potentially
perfectly
after having
safe.
killed the vampire lord is probably mostly abandoned.
Yes.
Now, you see, again, the DM does that yes, which means it's not really abandoned, and if you go there, I'm going to come up with interesting ways to kill you, but, you know,
Going to. I have an encounter charged as long as my leg.
I rest my case.
What? Bioworld's dangerous, yo. You're just on the outskirts at the moment. You don't even
but
want
you
to know
can
how
at least,
terrifying it
you
is.
can at least like give us a sign as to here's a safe place in the Feywild to, you know, sleep for like a month so that a century can pass in the real world.
So here's the thing, right? The Summer Court is considered the good Fae, if you want to call them. They're not actively malevolent, but their morality and the things they consider are so different from a normal person that they could just kill you on accident without even realizing it. They'll feel really bad about it, but they'll still kill you. Like, for example, making a bunch, like, you go to have a party with them, and they're like, awesome, new friend to party with. Except the drink they give you doesn't work for humans, and they just straight up kill you with poison. Because it just didn't cross their minds that it's not compatible with your biology. It's not because they're malevolent, they're just, that's not something they would consider. They think about their
Hence-
their
hence-
pleasure first.
Hence, safe, comparatively safe place.
That
Yeah.
would be a comparatively safe place, is what I'm saying.
Yes, but you could still, you don't have to be a dick about it.
I'm
You
not.
could
I'm
be
playing it
nice
straight from
about.
the
We
DMT.
we could encounter Fae that would maybe have had some experience with other mortals, and they would have worked out that okay, shit, maybe all our stuff doesn't work with the mortals, so it's maybe not the best idea. So we'll just leave them there for like the next couple of weeks. Something like that. A nice Fae.
They are. I just described nice Fae.
Yes, I'm describing an extra nice Fae.
You're
One
describing
who's
you.
maybe had a little bit of experience with like the non-Fae races.
They have blue and orange morality. I'm literally describing like DMG straight and Zenithar's expansion on it. Fae. That's how they are. Them first, gratification first,
Yes,
joy.
but if they'd had experience with other humanoid races or races
They,
from the
they,
material realm,
they don't
if they'd
care.
had
They
that
only care about themselves.
experience,
They don't care. They only care. Think of them as Dark Eldar with less BDSM and masochism and sadism. Like they don't actively torture people, but they also don't really give a shit about you at all. Like what you think, feel, or want is irrelevant to them. The only reason they'd like give you a drink is because it would be hilarious to them to see the silly tree monkeys be drunk off their asses. Like that's why they do it. You could be like dying of thirst in the middle of the woods, and they'd just be like, give him some alcohol. Oh no, look at that, he's sleeping. Oh wait, he's not moving anymore. Oh sad. Oh well, let's go on. That's how they be. It's just how they be, man. It's how they be.
That's just how they be.
well,
Also, Volos is awesome. I found so much stuff in Volos. It's great.
we'll find a way.
So they look down and think the Earth is like a giant ball covered in evil apes.
They look down and they see the Earth is there for their enjoyment, and the evil apes can be made to dance for their enjoyment. They're like, look at them. It's like somebody taught a bear to dance. But yeah, they're awesome. They're pretty interesting. But they also, yeah. Actually, I can't really say anything because I believe. But yeah, they're really
No,
cool.
by all means, say forewarned is forearmed. If we're going to die anyway.
Now, why would you say that?
Because
Why would you? That's listen to. But yeah, that's fine. I hope you had a fun time.